Olá pessoal, sejam bem-vindos a mais um vídeo, mas antes inscreve-te no canal porque eu sei onde moras e não te esqueças de ativar as notificações. Agora sim, bora lá!
In these shots, scrap metal is being loaded into the smelting furnace. The problem is that the material is damp, which causes a reaction similar to splashing water into hot oil. This dump truck hit a high voltage wire with its bed. Incredibly, here's what happened next. The electricity heated the air in the tires, causing the wheel to be launched off. If you think this rocket has a strange trajectory, you're absolutely right. It won't make it to orbit like this.
Она спелась, что ли? Сейчас еда.
An error during assembly caused the device to receive incorrect positional data, which led to the accident.
Nada, es un atardecer muy bonito con los aviones y tal, coches aparcados, una jardinera y de repente ¡pagada! Hostia.
Is this considered an aviation disaster or a road traffic accident?
Mira, mira. Buah, el morro y todo, mira, todo metido para adentro.
Backing up in a huge machine just a couple of centimeters away from a pit? He's put himself in a tight spot. This crane was attempting to lift a load weighing 5,500 tons out of the water, but it turned out to be a fatal task. The hook holding the load broke, causing catastrophic damage. A sudden change in tension caused the crane to fall back. It's unlikely they can get it back into working condition now. qualities for a truck driver is a good memory. In this video, the driver seems to have completely forgotten he was carrying cars and drove right under a bridge at full speed.
Oh my God. Holy.
The car owner is probably not going to be happy about his new sunroof.
Car carrier. And oh my God. I've got that on camera.
Whoever thought towing a helicopter like that was a good idea probably isn't coming back to work after today. A train station is definitely the worst place to leave your car. The owner will soon find that out.
I told them.
The driver was incredibly lucky that the bulldozer sank at just the right angle. Otherwise, he probably wouldn't have been able to open the door and get out.
Tim evakuasi. Jika. Semua kru sudah selamat.
On a large ship, even lowering the anchor is a serious task. But when equipment malfunctions, it can lead to disaster. The mechanism failed, and the chain began unwinding so quickly it sparked, causing a fire. The crew took the order to drop the anchor a bit too literally. In New Zealand, a wind turbine went out of control and began spinning at an incredible speed. The malfunction eventually caused a fire, which led to the sustainable energy source emitting pollutants into the atmosphere, and eventually, it collapsed onto the ground. Sometimes during rolling, the workpiece can veer off course and get stuck on something. When that happens, it starts to twist into loops. These mistakes may look beautiful, but they are really dangerous. When all this cools down, it might look like a piece of modern art. The plan seemed flawless, but there was something they didn't account for.
Hasta ahí llegó.
Effective cargo handling hinges on a clear understanding of your equipment's limits.
Se fue al suelo.
This crane was supposed to take down an advertising billboard, but it turned out to be tougher than expected, and the machine couldn't handle it.
Ahí se acaba de tirar el man de la grúa, asustado, se tiró antes de que se terminara para el otro lado. Corredor Sur.
After watching that video, it's hard to trust guardrails anymore. You can clearly see the mistake in securing the load. One of the straps is under much more strain than the other, almost as if it's carrying more than half the crane's weight. This imbalance led to the costly failure. This video is from South Korea. A cargo ship with a drunk captain was headed straight for a highway bridge. The Coast Guard tried to warn the crew about the impending collision, but the captain had poor English skills. The crash was unavoidable, but fortunately, no one was injured. You're about to see the consequences of workers being careless with the equipment.
E é tudo, obrigado por teres assistido até aqui. Inscreve-te no canal porque eu sei onde moras e não te esqueças de ativar as notificações. E agora vai ver outros vídeos ou aguarda pelo próximo.